Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my 2025 New Year reset, and I am so excited for this video because we are going to be getting a ton of stuff accomplished today. First thing we're going to be doing is going through our 2024 goals and then doing a little bit of reflection, make some 2025 goals, do like a whole digital declutter, set up my Google Calendar, kind of go through my emails. I also want to go through my physical files as well as put up my old decorations that had been put down for Christmas, put up the last remaining Christmas stuff, and we'll probably find some more stuff to do, to be honest. So if you guys are interested, then just keep watching. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be doing is going over our 2024 goals, and we're not going to dwell too much on these because if you saw in my Q3 reset that I did, I think I went through these a little bit and I had just totally fallen off. I had to adjust a lot of them, and then I just looked at them this morning and I had a feeling that I knew I didn't accomplish most of them, and that's just because the second half of the year I totally fell off of just everything with all the health stuff, and just 2024 was just not my year. So we're gonna just quickly breeze through them. We're gonna carry some of them over to 2025, and then we are going to make our 2025 goals, and we are starting strong. I want this to be a much better year. I need to be disciplined and just all of that stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing. Let's go ahead and start with our 2024 goals. Okay, let's start with financial. So the first goal that I had was to pay off our roof, which we did do, so very happy about that. And then the next two goals I had on here was pay off credit card, pay off my Sally loan. Neither of those happened. Moving on. The next thing I had on here was save $1,000 to our house sinking fund. We did do that. And then I also had invest $1,000 in our Roth IRA, which we also did. The next thing I had on here was build emergency fund. Did not do that. And then I had on here fix Suburban, which we did do, which is great. And then I had, my original goal was to average 1 to 2 no spend days a week. And then when I did my Q3 check-in, or maybe Q4 check-in, I guess, I realized I had not been tracking that. So I changed the goal to just track no spend for September through the December. Did not do that either. So we're going to carry that one over for sure into next year because I really want to try tracking that and be mindful of that. Let's go to personal goals. So I had to keep boundaries, which we did. Then I had go on an anniversary trip or take a vacation with me and Jacob. We did have all of that planned, set, booked, but then I got sick, of course, right when that was happening. So we had to cancel that. And then I had on here go on a family vacation, which got canceled, that we did not go on. I put on here have a weekend getaway, which we did not do. And then I put on here work on building my wardrobe / finding my style. I did not do that either. I think I got one little package of clothes, but it wasn't anything major, so didn't do that either. And then last personal goal I had on here was read 65 books, which I did. I think I actually read 74 books, so big reading year for me. And then let's move over to work goals. So I had get a good annual review and get a raise, which I did both. And then I had on here reach 400 subscribers, did not do that. And then I had consistently post videos from September, December. I don't think I did that. Work on small business, did not do that. And then pass 2 CPA exams, did not do that. So it was not a very good work year besides just my corporate job, which honestly, that's the most important right now. So happy about that at least. Okay, so for 2025, let's start off with the financial goals category. And I will say this is my biggest category because I'm really working towards getting financial freedom, and I need to put my energy and focus back into this because I think it's really important to get debts paid off, get stuff saved, so that way you can live comfortably later on down the road. And especially while it's just the two of us, this is the time to really buckle down, tackle our finances, get them in order. And I need to be dedicated. Jacob needs to be dedicated and disciplined to making this our priority, which we've talked about. We're both on the same page. So I know this seems probably like a pretty heavy financial goal section, but this is the year we're tackling it. So I have on here the two that I carried over from last year, which is pay off credit card as well as pay off my Sally Mae loan. I also had on here pay off Suburban tires. I carried over the build emergency fund. I put on here save $15,000 for our next house down payment. This is just a starting bucket for it, just to have a cushion. I will say we're I think we've already got 10,000, so I don't think we're too far from this goal, but that's on here. I also have on here pay off federal loan, one of my federal loans, as well as my medical bills because those did rack up from being sick last year, so love that. We need to get those paid off. I also put in here fund house sinking fund, get it fully funded. We're not too far, but we still have a ways to go. I want to have a sinking fund just for when things happen, such as like last year when we needed the roof done, or you know, something happens. I want to have that built up for that. And then I put on here average 10 no spend days a month. To be quite honest, I don't really know like on average if that's a lot or not. I just want to be mindful with tracking it, and then we can adjust this goal kind of going forward once I see my habits. But I just really want to get in the habit of tracking my spending habits and really try and be mindful of making these no spend days a priority. But then like I said, if I'm going through and I realize I'm averaging more, then we can adjust, or you know, whatever. But I've got that on here as a tentative thing. But now let's talk about some personal goals. So I want to keep up my boundaries. That's what I'm just carrying over year from year, because I think that is a healthy thing to just, you know, consistently do. I did put on here to take a trip somewhere. I really, really would like to redo the trip that we were supposed to take last year and take it this year. I would love to be able to do that this year, because Jacob and I just have not been on a vacation, and I think that's kind of important. It's something we both want to do, and the area that I want to go to, I've been, he hasn't. I want to show him. Hopefully we can do that this year. And then I carried over the work on building my wardrobe / finding my style. I'm going to be doing a huge closet purge in the next few weeks, and I'm going to make a list of items that I need and want to look for so I can really start working on that. I put on here to read 65 books. I also put in here to be intentional with family time. So, you know, just taking the time, making the effort to schedule those times to visit grandparents, siblings, you know, the family that you don't see every day, or not every day, but like all the time. I really want to just be intentional about scheduling those one-off things. I think that that's really important. Life is so short. So I want to be intentional with spending family time. And then I put on here, start looking into next area to live. So Jacob and I are talking about just in the next few years, possibly moving somewhere with more land. The area that we're at now, to get more land, it's going to be really, really expensive. So we just want to start kind of toying with different ideas of places to live. Not like we're moving anytime soon, but just get the wheels turned and kind of start making plans a little bit. Let's go over to work goals. So I put in here a good annual review, as well as get a raise. I would love to get a promotion this year, but I'm not going to put that as a goal, because the way the structure works at my job, it's not, you just kind of have to wait for a position to open. You don't automatically get promoted, you know, like every few years, like public accounting was. So even if I've personally done everything to get a promotion, if there's not a spot available, obviously I can't get promoted. So that's out of my control. So I don't want to put that as a goal on here, but I did also include to be a valuable teammate and do something out of my comfort zone. That way, I just want to show the initiative that I am ready for a promotion. So that way, if one does come up, you know, my managers will look and be like, oh, Shelby would be a good candidate for that. So really want to push myself this year work-wise. I would like to say consistently post videos I'm proud of. I don't want to just post a video to post a video. I want to do stuff I'm proud of. I want to take the time to like edit them, make sure they look nice, not just, you know, slap something up there. And then we're going to carry over the same past 2 CPA exams. That's a whole other story, which maybe I'll do like a whole CPA video soon, but that's, you know, in the works. Let's go over to house. So we're going to redo the lean-to roof, because once Jacob did it, he realized he should have done, I'm not even going to lie and act like I know what I'm talking about, but that is something he wants to do. We put that on our goals. Still want to redo the secondary bathroom. I don't think that will be a big job. I just need to spend the time to do it, if you know what I mean. I need to plan a weekend to do it, get it done. I also put work on finishing the smaller areas in the house. Like, this is just something that is so easy. If I just spend the time, budget, you know, $50, I can finish it, or whatever it is. And that's totally doable, and we'll just make the house feel more complete and homey. So really want to work on that. And then start planning additional storage options, whether that's, so where we live, we actually do not have an attic. So basically any storage you would put in an attic, we either have to put in an extra room, or we have a small like barn thing that's outside that has very, very, very limited space, especially once you consider we have to put cow stuff out there, all of our outside stuff, tools, all of that. So we do not have a lot of storage in this place. So We want to focus on planning whether we're going to put an additional building out here, build a garage, you know, what we're going to do. I don't quite know yet, but I do want to form a plan for that so we can start budgeting and kind of making a plan of attack for that basically. And then the last category is health. So I carried over the same 2 ones from last year, establish a simple morning and night routine, taking care of my skin, taking care of my hair, like just, you know, the simple stuff, and then consistently move body. Then the last one I put on here is to incorporate more veggies into the diet. I'm pretty good about doing it with dinner, but there's no reason to not be just eating vegetables more often. It's something I struggle with because I like the same few vegetables, so I want to just really branch out and try and find easier ways to incorporate that, whether, you know, that's having like, I don't know, broccoli and ranch as a snack or carrots as a snack, you know, just simple ways I can incorporate vegetables more. We're just gonna really work on that. I think that'll be a good thing for me, for my health, you know, all of that. So it's a big list, very, very, what's the word? Ambitious, I would say, but I'm hoping we can get a good bit of this accomplished, if not all of it this year. It just takes, you know, the dedication, the discipline, you know, all of that. Jacob and I thankfully are on the same page with all of this, so I think if we work together, be good support for each other, we can definitely do it. So those are my 2025 goals for the year. Okay, one thing I have been putting off is actually putting away this Christmas blanket and comforter / quilt that I got from Pottery Barn last year. I have been wanting to use it as much as possible. So I have left it out, but it is time to put it away, put the normal stuff back on, get our bed situated, because I still need to like get bedding that matches, but I just kind of have been lazy and didn't want to spend the money. So that's what we're gonna do. I did go ahead and quickly make the bed just so you could see how beautiful this quilt is. Oh my goodness. Joys of being a cat mom. It's just so beautiful that I wanted to get to use it as much as possible. But today's the day. We're gonna put it up, put the normal quilt on, be done with Christmas. Okay, so we just switched one Pottery Barn quilt out for another. I'm obsessed with Pottery Barn quilts. They're so soft, and to me, they're worth it. I love like the patchwork style that it is. That is not perfect. I really want to like finalize how I want to do the bedding this year, but I am so indecisive when it comes to bedding, so that is just a work in progress for now. I'm not like super picky on how my bed looks, to be quite honest, so we're just leaving it like that. We switched out the quilt. Let's go ahead and put the Christmas quilt and blanket away, and we will be done with all of our Christmas decorations. Okay, I put on my robe because I was absolutely freezing, so don't mind me. But the next thing we're gonna do is actually make some appointments and make some phone calls that I have been putting off for a while and just need to be done. So the first thing is I need to schedule a hair appointment because when I got my hair cut back in August, it kind of, the lady that did it cut it a little bit uneven. She ended up, for whatever reason, I swear this lady had it against me, but whatever. She parted my hair like way over here. So the cut was uneven and I was kind of too scared to go back. So I've just kind of let it grow out. So we're just gonna get it trimmed, get it kind of evened out and all that. I'm going to a new place because I don't want to go back to that one. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna schedule a dentist appointment. I just need to get back on getting my teeth cleaned twice a year. I pay for the insurance. There's no reason I should not be doing that. So we're gonna schedule a dentist appointment, and then we need to call the vet. I'm actually gonna switch vets for Molly specifically because she is so hard to take in the car, and especially with how big she is, it's a nightmare because she needs to go in her kennel because one, she gets really car sick and throws up everywhere, and just taking her kennel, anyways, it's just a whole ordeal. So we're actually going to switch her to a mobile vet. So I need to call her current vet and have her records switched over, which honestly I'm like dreading because I don't want the vet to take it personally. I'm still going to keep the other 3 there. It's just that Molly is just too hard to travel over there. So I need to do that. So we're going to get those 3 calls done and over with and out of the way. So let's go make some phone calls. Okay, so a little bit of time has passed, but that was way easier than I thought it was gonna be. So I got Molly's vet records sent over, so hopefully I'll get her seen next Tuesday, the 7th. I got my dentist appointment scheduled for the 9th, which I was pleasantly surprised by. I thought that it was booking out further than it actually was. So happy there. And then I got my hair appointment scheduled for the 17th. So good month taking care of ourselves, taking care of our stuff, and getting things done that I don't necessarily want to do. So happy I got those appointments done, scheduled, off my plate. So very happy about that. Okay, we are now in my like extra room, and this is where we have to store stuff since we don't have an attic. So as you can see here, we have lots of decor. So this is actually all the decor that we had put up for Christmas stuff. So we have kitchen stuff, stuff that goes on the hutch, stuff that goes in the entryway. So we put all the Christmas stuff up pretty much right after Christmas, but we hadn't put any of this back yet. So today we're going to be getting all of our old decor put back up, get it in place so that way we can start the year fresh, because those areas are looking very bare and I'm ready to just have things where they go. And then we will be able to know, like, whenever we don't place, like this I got for the entryway, and I think we didn't end up using it because Jacob told me it looked straight out of the 90s and he made fun of me for it. So we can just go ahead and donate this and put this in the donation pile. So that way we know what we can get rid of. But let's take all this stuff out there, see what we got, lay it out, and put this stuff up where it's gonna go. Okay, all of this is what we're working with. Lots of decor stuff. So let's take all of this out and see what we got. Okay, we've got tons and tons of stuff. I don't even remember if all of this has a place or not, but we're just gonna start. I think we'll start with doing the kitchen table and then go from there. These candlesticks are basically the only decor I have for over here. I do think that's going to be one of my goals for the first half of the year, is going to be to finally finish decorating this little mantle and corner area. Blank from all of the Christmas stuff, but I did get some greenery to try. Okay, so I got lots of new greenery. This is not going to be tall enough, I don't think. Frick. Dang it. It looked really tall in the picture, but I think I'm going to return it because it's not tall enough. Okay, well, that was a fail. Pretend there's greenery in that. And then in here we had a picture that this used to be a picture of Jake and his grandma, but I'm gonna put this picture that my mother-in-law made in here. They painted greenery. And my candle was here. And then let's move over here to this side. I did see comments telling me to ex-nay the wood beads. I saw all those. So we had this picture here, and then this is the other one my mother-in-law did. I'm gonna put in this frame. I just wonder about switching these. Okay, here's what it currently looks like, and I'm just gonna leave it like this, and then it needs some sort of greenery here, and then I just took off this candle cover. So I'm happy with this and my helper. One area down. Okay, I'm thinking of putting this picture over here for now. Kind of as some decor. And spacing some of this stuff out. We'll put the utensils over here. And we got butter, salt, pepper. This can get put up. spoon rest. Okay, this is what we have left over. So we have these two pictures that I need to get frames for because I'm gonna hang them up over here. I've got some extra pictures and then those beads that everybody told me not to use. Really, ma'am? Do you have to drink water right now? Beads that everybody told me to return, and then these books that I had those beads on. So since I'm not using those beads, I'm just gonna put them back in my bookshelf. And then this thing. So I think we did pretty good overall. The hutch is looking good, looking full. We've got the kitchen all set up back to normal, and then the entryway, which we just did. So I'm gonna put this stuff back in the decor area and see if we can find a place for some of these pictures. If not, no big deal. We can just move them out as we go along. But I do want to get one more frame because I did have this picture of me and Jacob. We actually don't really have any of just us up here. I had it here in a frame, but I used that frame for the entryway. So I'm going to try and see if I can thrift something for that. But besides that, we got all of the decor. Let's put the rest of this stuff away and move on to the next thing. The next thing I want to do is actually update this calendar. This is our December, and I'm going to start by just taking off these Christmas cards. This is very hard to do one-handed, and save them in case I want to put them on a scrapbook page. We just have two. We've got one from Jacob's parents, and then this one is from my Aunt Anne. So we're just going to take off this calendar and update it for what I've got going on in January. Typically this calendar is mainly just for Jacob's sake, so he knows what's going on. I put most of my personal stuff on my Google Calendar or in my planner, and then I'll put it up here, but this is just so we can keep track of work stuff, and then also so he knows any plans that we have. So let's go ahead, erase December and put January. Good morning, guys. So it's actually the next day. I do apologize for the animals in the background as well as the heaters running because it's freezing. Hopefully it's not too loud, but we're gonna go ahead and finish out this reset today, and I want to start with doing a digital declutter. So we're gonna go through pictures on my phone, videos on my phone, delete what we don't need, probably go through my apps, to be honest, and delete some apps that I'm not using. I want to go through my Gmail, clean out my inbox, get that sorted, and then also just kind of make sure my Google Calendar is up to date. I'm not a huge Google Calendar girly. As much as I want to be, I am just still a physical person. Like, I just like the physical calendars, I like planners, I like all that. So I always set this up and don't really use it, to be quite honest. But I'm gonna try, so we're gonna get that ready, and then I think afterwards we do the digital declutter. I think one of the last things I want to do is I was actually hoping that my planner was going to come in time for this video so we could get that set up, but I don't think it is, so that'll have to be probably in its own video, which is fine. But the last thing I want to do is just go through all my like physical files, get those like nice and organized, go through my bills, kind of get those situated, my medical bills, all that, figure out kind of a payment plan for those, and just kind of get my life organized in that way. So with that being said, let's go ahead, start this digital declutter, go through. I do like to store, I have like a backup on my phone, so I'm just gonna go through what's on my iCloud and delete, you know, some pictures and stuff that I don't need. Anyways, let's get to this digital declutter. Got the inbox cleared. I still do not know why it says that there's one unread email when there's not. I've had this problem for years, but we're just gonna pretend it says 0. So got that done, got my Google Calendar updated. If you guys saw, I just kind of went through that quickly. Like I said, I'm not like super into this, but I just put some appointments on here that I don't want to forget for now. So happy about that. Now, I also did my photo declutter, so I think now what we're gonna do is do my physical file organization. Okay, this is what we're working with. And here I have stuff I need to organize. This little milk crate, hopefully you guys, or not a milk crate, you can get this from anywhere, has all of my different files, whether it's from bills, important documents, insurance, pets, CPA, all of that fun stuff, cars, and then this is more files because I feel like I need some more. So we're gonna go through, organize this, toss documents that I don't think I need, kind of get some regular stuff organized, and then go through these, get these bills organized, see what's been paid in there, get that filed, all of that fun stuff. So, cue the time lapse, cue the montage, here we go. Now this over here is my huge trash slash recycle slash shred pile. But all of the files are organized. My bill folder is significantly smaller. My medical bills are organized. Got a game plan. So feeling very good about all that. Okay guys, that is going to be the end of this video. We have been doing so much the past few days, to be quite honest. I am very, very tired and feeling very fresh and reset for the new year. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.